Just a clown with a love scene. Runs away with the moonlight. The highwayman came riding, riding, riding. Highwayman came riding up to the window. He French got hands for him, bunch of laces cheap, cloth plain velvet, and breeches of round skin. His feet with another wrinkle, his pulse were at night, and he rode with a tube and twinkle, his pistol birds twinkle. His rapier him to twinkle until the chill sky. Dark covers the cloud, and flashed in the dark and night. Then he tapped with his whip on the shoulders, balls and locked to wire. He hastened to the window. Who shall I wait up there? The lights like he told him. Fast and down the stutter, hitting the dark with lightning into the warm light. And kiss the box. I'm after a prize tonight. I shall be back for the night. You hear the message. I need the more day. They look for me. He rose and walked in his steps. He scarce could reach her. She rose to him. His face burned like a brand. As a black skin perfume came tumbling over his breast. And he kissed his waves in the moonlight. All sweet waves. All right. We're not going to listen to the whole song. That song is 10 minutes long. Good evening, guys. This is High Priestess Jamila, and I was curious as to why people get depressed, angry, and nervous during the holidays. I want to know why. And then another question that we can ask is, why do they take it out on certain people? Why do they take it out on certain personality types? So welcome to the chat, you guys. I'm going to make sure that, hold on a minute. I'm going to get started in a minute here. I'm trying to give it a few minutes for y'all to get in here because I've been getting blacklisted and harassed by YouTube's double agents and all kind of stuff, y'all. It's been crazy. It has been crazy. And to be honest with you, I'm going to be honest with you. What I see is a lot of men and their stupid rules. A lot of men taking their crap out on women. So I want to know, why do people get so miserable during the holidays? There's got to be a reason. And we are going to ask the tarot. Okay, we're going to ask the spirits, why do people get sad and depressed and start attacking people, especially women and children? I feel like, guys, before I get started with this reading, I feel like there's an actual Grinch that's just running around here trying to punish anybody that's not perfect. Y'all know that my 7-year-old, he is not autistic. It is nothing wrong with him. He's a normal child. If your child is allowed to be normal, it seems like children end up being stigmatized. It's just, hey, Ivy Moon, hello, good evening. Hit that thumbs up, guys. Let's get the positive vibes going. Okay, we are not gonna let the entity or whatever it is they're trying to, I'm gonna be honest with you, witches get harassed. They get harassed, and it's unfair because all of you are witches, to be honest with you. Your actions, your words, the things that you do, your vibes, your vibrations affects everybody. You know, there's a lot of people that are out here being very, very manipulative right now. And I just think that when you are trying to manipulate other people, you know, and you're not really manipulating the spirits and you have no control over your spirits, that's what makes you a problem. Okay, very problematic. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. Why did our government release the coronavirus vaccine now? Why did they do it now? They've had it for years. Why'd they do it around this time? Yeah. And of course, your boy Donald Trump did it. Yeah. All right. We're going to call the Saint Michael for protection. Thank you. Thank you. Saint Michael is so wonderful. His energy, when it comes through, I can feel it. It goes like a chill up my leg. But he definitely is so very, very reassuring and protective. Okay. All right, we're going to call to our spirit guides. We want to know, spirits. We want to know. There's neighbors attacking. People are being community harassed. People are being just like people seem to get more evil during the holidays. Certain people, some people are jolly and happy, and then some people just get very, very evil to the point where you're staring in the face of Satan. Okay. And then they'll look at us and say, why are you giving a reaction? Oh my God, I'm being evil. Why are you reacting to it? What? I'm doing like God did Abraham. I'm testing you. Ugh. Let's find out, spirits. Y'all, it's going to be a storm. I'm telling y'all, I can see it coming. Why are people being so evil? Why do they do this during the holidays? Year after year, it's every year. There's always that person that's being completely evil to other people and then pointing the finger and saying, no, you're being evil. We want to know. We want to know why, what drives these people, what compels these people, what is going on with these people. And why do they attack women, single women, as if women don't have the right? They still, guys, I don't care what the law says. The society of men that we live in, they still don't respect women. They don't. They don't. They harass us. They attack us. They do everything in their power to bother us. We're going to find out. Now, first of all, what spirit shows me is insecurity. People that are generally already very insecure people, they do get worse around the holidays with the insecurity. Then also something that I can see is that they are trying to push that insecurity off on other people. Like they think about it. They think about how insecure they are. They know that they're insecure. They feel insecure. Their solar plexuses are compromised. The first two cards that I got is the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Seven of Pentacles reversed, Six of Pentacles reversed. People tend to get insecure for some reason around this time. Now, I'm going to tell y'all what Spirit is telling me. The Lovers in the upright position comes up next. It's communication from bad spirits. is what it is. But it's that bad spirits target people that are insecure. They target people. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. I don't know why, but what I'm seeing in this card, because it depends on what I'm asking, I'll see different things. Certain things will stand out to me. Now, the lovers in this deck, oh my goddess, y'all. Oh my goddess. Let me take my glasses off and look at this closer. So the lovers in this deck, the man is looking upward and the woman is looking downward at the heart and the man is looking upward. They are standing, because I'm using the Santa Muerta deck. They are using, the heart that they have is like an army heart or something. Let me show it to y'all. I gotta flip my camera though. Hold on. It's men. It's men. I'm just telling you, it's men. Men are a consistent weakness on this planet, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Oh, hold on, it's already facing backwards. Okay. All right. Y'all see this card? You see how the man is looking up at this key that has wings on it? See how he's looking up and she's looking downward? Now, also what I want you guys to look at is the heart. Okay, it's like a locket, but it has all these spirits. What I see is men being communicated with from those beings that are above us. And this is the same beings that confused us and made us think to communicate with us. But you know that at the same time, in some of the Bible, God was talking. Probably in only about 20% of it was actually God communicating. And they say that the demon or the devil, trickster, there is something up there in the sky pretending to be God, and it's not. It's communicating. You can tell that this is what spirits is specifically saying. And you notice that I don't care what nobody say, people sitting around frauding people, talking about they happy. Men are doing the most right about now. They are doing the most evil. Men, the gender of male, they are. Why is spirit specifically showing this man looking upward for this particular reading? Because there's communication from those beings that are not God. Now, what is that? What is that communicating to them? The Four of Cups comes up. Okay. Bad energy, bad spirits, unappreciation. You know, men are acting like, oh, everything has to be perfect. Y'all, I have the most beautiful yard that I have ever seen. It looks very, very, very rustic. I have trees. I have different types of trees, you know, in front of my home. And somebody decided to community harass me and file a false report against me because and spirit showed me that it was a man that did it. Okay. Your neighbors start harassing you. Yes, low vibration. Men are a huge problem on this planet and they know it. I'm sorry. Men that are like this, if you're an insecure male, you're sending women through hell. You're sending everybody through hell. If you're an insecure person, period, you're sending people through hell right now. So the Four of Cups comes up in the upright position. Now, next to it is the Nine of Pentacles in the upright. This to me points to the home. It points to the home. what I felt was a lot of domestic disputes, a lot of arguments over finances, a lot of people having financial problems. Now, what I will tell you is that whatever it is that these people are tripping off of, a lot of people this year in particular are waiting on those stimulus checks from the government. Because they believe that the government is God. The government is not God. The government had to get permission from God to cut down trees. They're not God, but people look at them like God. And men facilitate this BS because they want to look at man as God. Man is not God. If men were God, we would not be living in the world that we are living in. A man is not God. Men themselves are not God. What comes up next is the Queen of Cups reversed and the Three of Pentacles reversed. Because we are living in a different consciousness, men expect for them to just have what they want just simply because they're men. But they don't do any work to get that. So right now there's a lot of miserable men in this world right now. Men particular. Why is it men particular? Because it's always men. I'm sorry, I hate to sound that way. I swear to Goddess. They are doing the most. Getting women into fights, throwing their hands and hiding them, just so that they can feel more like a man. Also, another thing Spirit is telling me, they don't appreciate nature. I remember over the summer, my dandelions grew and it was like a field of dandelions. It was so beautiful. And the neighbor, like I was getting ready to get the grass cut after I harvested them, but the neighbor called it, like, why is this neighbor calling and reporting people for having nature in their yard? Like, you know what Spirit is telling me is that the original owners of this house suffered a lot of envy because there's so much nature. Like like I would never treat that grass with weeds with weed eaters. I wish men would stop putting chemicals in the soil. This is what, oh my God, hold on, I'll be right back. Man is fighting with nature. That neighbor that called county on me hates nature. That's why these men are obsessed with cutting down nature, cutting down children, cutting down women. They don't like it. My yard was beautiful. Like, and what'll happen is that those weeds over there, they will grow up. It's not even grass over there. It's more so, it's not even weeds over there right now. They try to tell me, I'm out there looking at it. I'm like, what weeds are you talking about? And 12 inches where? What Spirit is specifically telling me is that man hates nature so much that he has poisoned the soil. My house still grows with, like, in the summertime is beautiful. Like it'll just be this field of dandelion. It is so beautiful. But these men here lately have become obsessed with cutting down nature. And guys, I swear to God, it's when I get through this, because I was going to buy this house. I am going to move out in the country, away from neighbors, away from people. That's what I plan to do. And I'm going to be with a husband then, because y'all know I'm manifesting my husband. Okay. And I want my husband to be very nature like. Okay. The spirits brought up specifically the Queen of Cups is reversed and the Three of Pentacles is reversed. Men are destroying this world with their chemicals. That's why they say women are from Venus and men are from Mars. Well, both Mars and Venus are pretty toxic planets, but it's only toxic because we're in Earth's realm and we are not in the form if we were on Venus. Men are poisoning the earth because they have such a problem with nature specifically. Why do they have a problem with nature? Because they're listening to the fake sky daddy. That's why right there. Hello? That's why. These men don't really know when they're listening to God or a demon. And they insist on staying ignorant. These men do not understand the etheric realm. And see, that's why I see why so many women end up being lesbian. I see why. Unless you lucky enough to find somebody that's matching you. Yeah. Yeah. They listen, men, I already told y'all this before, and I keep seeing them in the readings. There is a interdimensional being. What makes it interdimensional is that it's outside of Earth's realm. Okay. Anything outside of Earth's realm would be interdimensional. When you go out to outer space, you're going into another dimension. You can't breathe out there. You can't take a walk or a stroll next to the sun. You die. You can't just walk up to the sky. You can't just do that or you die. Okay. You turn into space junk or something. Okay. There are these demons. I call them demons, but they're interdimensional demons. And they do have a space station between the moon and the Mars. They purposely positioned themselves there because Mars is a male planet. The moon is a female planet. It would have been more beneficial to the Earth had they been hanging out somewhere between Venus and the sun. They are positioned between Mars and the moon. And the reason why they use the moon is because the moon is the energy of the moon itself represents mystery. It's very mysterious. I mean, the moon gives us the power to do so much. The moon is very, very, very important. It's an antenna. It's what gives us our consciousness. It's a very, very important planet in the solar system because it balances out the solar system. The moon makes it possible for us to be here. The moon makes it possible for us to experience love and happiness and sadness when we're supposed to. But you didn't see the moon come up in this reading. All you see is these men communicating with these negative interdimensional beings and them not doing anything about it, not knowing the right thing. What Spirit is telling me is that most of the Bible was communication from these beings. They've been up there for a while. They have been trying to they send spacecrafts down here. They wear a special suit when they do visit Earth. They have to wear a suit. Otherwise, the Earth's atmosphere would kill them. So people that get excited over UFOs, you don't know who you're communicating with. And I'm going to tell you something. Mother Earth does not trust these UFOs at all. And there's a reason. So people be like, oh, I got communicated by an alien. I'm a contactee. We can't really trust you. I'm sorry. Something ain't right with that, y'all. I'm just telling y'all what, and I've been feeling this for the longest. These about 80% of the Bible are these aliens. About 80% is things that the aliens communicated with the humans because they like death, they like destruction, they like carnage. Okay? And they're having a very, very negative effect on men and women. It's affecting us because it's scaring the hell out of us. It's just like, God, what else? What else? You gonna drive a bulldozer through my home? You gonna shoot up my house? What's next? What you gonna do next? How can you create more misery and death and destruction and carnage for women? And they think that women that are unmarried, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Anybody that is unmarried or don't have a man helping them is the first people that men go to, because we, us, us women that are not bound to a man by marriage or either something else, we are looked at as their sacrifices. And it's all throughout the Bible. Kill the woman, maim the woman, kill the children, dash their children with rocks. You know, the reason why they wanted to kill the Romans is probably because they didn't agree with the way that they lived. Thank you, Goddess. They didn't agree with it. They're absolutely, and you know what? The consciousness of these men, you know, they are still communicating with these beings. And the first thing that those beings do is threaten them. The first thing that they do is they come through as a threat, as a spiritual threat. It is a conscious threat. It's almost like fear. It's like having a huge anxiety attack. That's how it feels to them. And then when they do that, they give them negative thoughts. Do this, do that, torture that woman. Oh, they're not accepting this. Go after them. Oh, look at those people. Those people, you know, they look like they, you know, they're going somewhere. They look, and they just attack. It started up probably around October. They men began to attack women, and then for some reason, if you're a strong woman, they'll call you a lesbian. I'm confused. What are you talking about, guys? I can't anymore. After the Three of Pentacles reversed, we got the Queen of Wands. So this is a female demon. Queen of Wands in the upright position is a female demon in this reading. The Four of Wands is upright next to it, and the World card upright. There is a contract. There is an agreement that they agree to with these types of people. And for some reason, what I can sense is that what I can see in this card is them cutting down nature in the World card. For some reason, it just stands out to me. This extremely negative female demon, and it is a female. It's a female. I can see that it has one breast. For some reason, it has one breast. It doesn't have two, it has one. I don't know why it's coming through so clear to me. It's a female demon that is not human, that hates every woman on this earth. They claim that it's Lilith, but it's not. It claims that it's Lilith, but it's not Lilith at all. Okay? It's a female, but it's, what I can sense is that it doesn't necessarily have like sex organs, but it does have a lot of masculine energy because these particular entities feed off of us. And they think that because they feed off of us all the time that they understand us, but they don't. This entity wants to come down to this earth. This entity, nature kills this entity. This is the entity that caused a lot of us to be allergic to nature. We're not actually supposed to have allergies to nature. This female demon has been trying to accomplish making the earth like her original planet. Okay? This is not a fairy tale. This is the truth. Although the fays seem to be helping me through this reading, I can feel them heavily. And that's why Ivy Moon is laughing, because are you laughing because we know they're not gonna win, Ivy Moon? It's a female entity that wants to make the earth as barren as possible, which is why we're seeing a lot, them doing a lot of work on women's fertility on this planet. This is an entity that doesn't actually reproduce the way that we do. It doesn't reproduce the way that we do. It's totally different the way that this entity reproduces and has children. Okay? Yeah, it's definitely not Lilith. Lilith was human when she was, you know what I'm saying? Lilith was human. This is something inhuman. And this entity wants this world to be barren. And this entity invented marriage. This entity invented the nuclear marriage, to where you're in a relationship and you're married, but you're just miserable. So, you know, and this entity had a lot to do with a lot of the problems that females are having on this earth right now with men. A lot of men are seduced by this entity because they've already been taught for thousands of years. The conditioning and the programming is already there. So it makes it very easy. This entity likes to see women get beat up. This entity likes rape. This entity likes child molestation. This entity likes sex abuse. It totally has a sexual nature completely outside of human nature on this planet. And it's not to say that I'm going to ask if she has any children on this planet. Does this entity have any children on this planet, spirits? Yeah. Yeah. Spirits is telling me, yeah. But those children are very sickly. They can't really survive on this earth like that. She has children, but they're sickly because they can't really. So instead of this entity asking us for help, what it does is it takes over the planet, and it's gonna try to make this planet barren as possible. This is something that Mother Earth has stopped. Mother Earth will continue to stop. I want to ask spirits what do. This is exactly why, the reason why they do it around the holidays. You still haven't really said why the holidays specifically. Oh, I know why. I know why. Because it's the time of the year. Because the card that I got, the Nine of Pentacles after the Four of Cups, is because of like the energy shifts and stuff that we're having on the earth, and it has a lot to do with the timing. Okay, and so that's why they time stuff so well. That's why they released the coronavirus vaccine, so that they can make everybody sick. The reason why they make everybody sick on this planet is because it makes it easier for them to feed on you. It compromises all of your chakras. It compromises your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul, and they're able to snatch souls. In fact, they are snatching souls, bodies. The reason why this thing has children is because it takes over people's bodies. So it don't really have children, but it has children because it takes the soul. The soul has to go to not an earthly realm, but a realm connected, but it can use the body. It can completely control the body of certain individuals by putting all kinds of stuff inside of them. And literally all it has to do is focus on you. That's why those planetary cleanses are important. So let me ask spirits, what is it that they suggest people do? I know that for me, I don't just do work. I don't just do the work that I do selfishly just for me. I do travel for the whole planet. So on a regular basis, I travel just outside of Earth's atmosphere and I call to angels because they have been blocking them. So they have to, in order for our guardians and our spirit guides, they don't even want to let them into the planet. So they have to have a catalyst. They have to have somebody that can allow them access to the earth. And when I do this meditation, I'm always kind of standing on top of earth and I see all of these angelic spirits, including Saint Michael, because Saint Michael always makes sure that I make it back home safely when I do this specific meditation. And what I always see is it's like this swirl of angels. It's like billions of them, and they just go through my body to allow access to the earth because they have been doing things to block them from the earth. They actually have a war going on up there right now, and they're trying to negotiate the amount of people on the earth that are going to suffer and die. Or we're going to make your earth barren and we're going to kill your earth. What does Mother Earth want us to know about that? No dice. No dice. She ain't going to let them do it. That, you know what? Everything that they threaten, everything that they say they're going to do, Mother Earth is not going to let them do it. But people are very sensitive about being threatened. Now, with me, if I'm threatened by anything, I'll challenge it. I'll say, okay, I'll go ahead and call your bluff. I'm not the type of person to sit up there and cower down to threats. Probably because I have foresight, because I know that with my power, with the power that I have, their threats are not going to go through. I can sense it. When somebody threatens me, I'll be like, I know you're not going to be able to do that. And I know that I got the power to stop you. These men and a lot of women on this planet, they don't have that ability. Okay, but it's mainly men. And see, men taking over, there used to be a time where men listened to women. This was before this, it was an alien invasion, basically. Um, there used to be a time when it wasn't like this. But ever since they gave men power, it's corrupted the earth. Ever since they gave men power, men have got to give up their power. They have to. This power that they were given is not even real power. Okay? It's nothing but fear and insecurity. Everything that they got from this fake sky daddy is fake. Most of it is fake. We are living in turmoil on this earth, being threatened. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. What I went through the past 5-6 years, let me know what my specific mission was on this earth. I swear to Goddess. And I feel very confident in doing it. I'm going to throw the cards and ask Spirit what they want you to know. Women, we have to band together. These men are going to ruin this earth. And so what I'm going to make sure that I have next summer is a lawnmower. They charge a lot, like my yard is huge. And so it costs a lot of money to get my grass cut because I have 0.53 acres. So I'm on a half an acre. Okay. So I'm going to get a lawnmower, but it's sad because they want like things like dandelions. They want us to chemically treat that stuff, weeds and stuff. They have a problem with weeds. Why? Why is it that as soon as you see a weed, you got a problem with it? Why are you acting like somebody committed a crime because they didn't cut down nature? And it's just very petty. And it's symbolic of what that entity wants to do. The entity does not like the trees. The entity does not like the flowers. The entity does not like flowers at all. Not at all. It's like, you bring me a flower, oh God, oh, a flower. That entity don't like flowers and trees, and that entity don't like the animals on on this planet. The entities does not like this planet at all. I keep telling people this. So what they're doing is they're killing the soil. The soil has no fertility unless you get a fertile woman to go and pour her blood onto the earth. If you get a fertile woman, take her blood from her menstrual and go and pour it on your grass, then you may be able to make that grass fertile again. But they're so obsessed with these perfect, oh, I've got to have a perfect landscape, that they kill all of the weeds, and the grass that's there is just for show. So this planet is gonna, and you know what? It would take this entity a very, very long time. Okay. So I think that they'll be dead and gone by the time this could even happen to Mother Earth. But that's why on this planet, because of the communication that that a lot of people are communicating with these entities, they actually envision a world where Earth is just barren. And it's like, but it took Earth. You think Earth is going to let you do that? Do you know how long it took to grow all this grass and trees and to create all of this nature? You think Earth wants to start over from the beginning? So these people are trying to tell Mother Earth that after she's put in all her hard work, that she's supposed to just let the earth become barren and for everything to just die. And I'm not talking about what y'all think. I'm talking about the vision is really, really bleak, to the point where there's no sun in the sky. There's no light at all. It's just fog and smog and nothing there. Everything gone. That demon is obsessed with that. And trying to tell Mother Earth, oh, you need to restart Earth. Mother Earth ain't listening to you. She'll never listen to you. So I'm telling y'all what I know. This is about man battling with nature, and nature is always going to win. I'm sorry. And so that's why pagans, which paganism is a nature-based belief, that's why pagans are being harassed all over the place. And you know what these people will do? These people will they will call people to come out and kill the weeds in the yard, and then the whole damn yard turn brown. And then they'll be sitting up here complaining about it. Well, what did you expect to happen? I was looking at reviews as I was looking for a lawnmower, a lawn cutter, and I looked at some reviews for this company that does chemical treatments, and people was complaining, oh, they killed the grass. Like, what did you think they were going to do? What did you think they were going to do? Yeah, kill the grass, and now you got to put down some turf or something. It's almost like they want us to live this plastic existence. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. That is what is going on. And I think that if men were to actually have foresight, because a lot of men don't, they don't have foresight. when they're being possessed by these entities and when they're under mind control. They don't have no foresight. So if men could actually see what they're doing before they do it, when they're making their decisions so that they can use better freaking judgment, it's like, do you men not realize that if you keep this up, you are looking at a world where everything is just brown and everything is just dead all the time? They would freak out. They would freak out if next summer or spring they don't see nature, but then they want to kill it at the time that they're doing it. I'm telling y'all what I know about this earth. There are some people that love nature and they want to preserve it. These people want to create a earth. Shit, you keep cutting down the trees, our air quality is going to be worse. I think oxygen comes from grass too, not just from trees. You can get oxygen comes from the grass too. And then we got to ask ourselves, where did these chemicals come from? Where did the nature killers come from? They bought it from up there. I truly believe that we got something like that going on, y'all. And do we have like a team like the Men in Black? I wish we did. I wish that the Men in Black existed, but they obviously don't. They obviously don't. That's just a fantasy in a movie. The Men in Black really don't exist. The Men in Black that we know on this planet is that damn shadow government that harasses us because of whatever reason. Okay. That's why. Very complicated. What I know y'all wasn't expecting. It's like you went above my pay grade. You know what? I'm going to say this. I believe that sometime next year, when they start doing that excavation of that, of Midas, I call it Saint Midas. Okay. Y'all know that big asteroid that's not like we conjured that, like literally, I can't help but to believe that. But I believe next year when they start excavating it, I believe that NASA is going to go ahead and tell the truth about what is up there. I think that they've been knowing what's up there. And I think that the so-called defenders of the earth, they're sissies. They're wussies. Those demons, all they have is the ability to sit up there and threaten. They don't actually have the ability to destroy the earth. They don't. I'm telling you with exact fact. They threaten. They don't have they have the technology that they have, but as far as them shooting laser beams down here to blow up the earth, they can't do that. They'll never be able to do that. They only threaten. It's all cap. It doesn't exist. Now, people will say, yeah, but they have UFOs, and people, we're still driving around in cars. They're so much more advanced. That's how they get you. So what if they have UFOs? So because they have UFOs, because they fly instead of drive, that means that they're far advanced than us because they fly. So what? So we're threatened by the freaking Jetsons here. Like this is exactly what's happening, and our government needs somebody strong in there. And that would be just like this. How they are? They just like Dr. Evil. And if you don't do this, I am going to charge you 10 billion people. I'm going to kill your planet. It's all cap. And when people tell them, when Mother Earth tries to tell them, because Mother Earth continues her wrath. Mother Earth you talking about extreme weather coming this winter. And like over here in Georgia, it has been literally freezing outside. Freezing. And this freaking evil, evidently a contactee of these demons, this evil neighbor wants to harass me about a patch of not even grass and claim that it was weeds, and it's a lie. It's freaking freezing. It has been so cold over here. Even if somebody had a lawnmower, when are they going to get out there and cut that little bitty whatever it is that they complaining about? I think there's already been earthquakes, and I think we've already had some pretty bad winter storms out there. So I'm just telling y'all what I know. I walk very confidently with my spirit guides, because my spirit guides are the ones up there kicking their butt. In fact, that's the reason why UFOs come in and they go out, because my spirits pull them right on out. Bye. You don't belong on this planet. Bye, Mr. Jetson. Bye, Mrs. Jetson. We're going to call them the damn Jetsons. And they couldn't possibly understand us as human beings. They don't. And I'm telling you. And also, jealousy is not normal either, is what God is telling me. That entity is jealous of us. The entity is jealous. Why would we need to be jealous? Guys, I think I'm going to call my sister. So that concludes the reading. That's why I know y'all thinking, well, I know y'all were thinking that I was going to say it's because of financial problems, but who do you think is creating the financial problems? Okay. It's the contactees of these demons. They are the ones that create that energy within you that freezes you in your space. So yeah, financial issues, yeah, but it's a much deeper. Why the financial issues? Why you have financial issues? It's all caused by those interdimensional demons. Otherwise, it would be so simple. It would be so simple. So I think I'm gonna come back a little bit later with a show, guys. By the way, there have been some people that have different sleeping and waking hours as me. These people watch. The reason why my spirit switched my hours of being live on YouTube is because they want these people to not watch. So they feel inconvenienced. They're like, Jamila, you're going live at all hours of the wee hours of the night, and we're trying to sleep and we can't sleep because you live. Well, then just watch it in the morning. Well, they can't do that because they're obsessive. Too bad. This is the schedule that my spirits are on right now at the moment for some reason, and they have a reason for that. I don't never do nothing. I'm going to tell y'all something. My trust in my spirits never dies. Never. It's a constant. I have never once ever said to my spirits, I don't think you're going to do this for me. Okay. Or I don't think you're going to make this happen, because they always do. Like it's crazy. And so I want y'all to think about that. You know what I'm saying? And think about how a lot of the threats, a lot of the things that they say, it's just a threat to get you scared. And trust me, I have had them threatening me in my home. I've had my privacy violated, and I stood up. And it ain't, you're not a soldier. You're surrounded by the energy and the power of God, which is very powerful. If you trust in God or goddess or whatever you feel is God, because I'm a polytheist, at the end of the day, but whatever it is, that if you're going to work with a deity, have faith in that deity. And then people also lack patience. They lack appreciation. That Four of Cups came up. Oh, I've got all of this, but I want more. Greed is another one. Greed. But greed is like that to me. You know how like right now, like I feel very satisfied with my home. Very satisfied. I don't need to go in, like I'm not looking at other houses while I'm living in my house. I remember my aunt used to say, feel your home. My aunt Regina, she used to say, feel your home. You know, she was such a good person. I love my auntie. And people, they forget, like they you know, while you scared, and that's why I always tell people, stand up to the bullies. You know, the reason why they encourage us not to stand up to bullies is because our government doesn't stand up to the sky bullies. And they don't want to take a chance. I don't understand why they won't just travel up there and shoot them out of the sky. Probably because they can't see them, because they're interdimensional and they communicate with us on an etheric spiritual level. They have somehow tapped in to our spirit through our heart chakra. Okay. That's why they were saying with this coronium, which is the crown, and they were saying they was coming up with all kind of stuff. They was like, okay, so check it out. What we found out, you could have heart disease. So corona can cause heart disease. A virus can cause heart disease. Yeah, we know what the virus is that's been causing heart disease. We know exactly what it is, don't we? Don't we? We know exactly what causes heart disease. They don't want us to know. They don't want you to believe it. So that's heart disease. It like if I were to sit here and go, God, I don't like this house no more. I don't care about it. Like, I love my home. I'm comfortable. I'm cozy. I love the way that my walls are like slanted in my bedroom. As soon as I get everything decorated, I'm going to do a home tour for you guys. Okay. Yeah. And so it just, it's when you look at the world. So guys, I'm going to do, I'm going to do a show. I'm going to see if my sister wants to come, but she may or may not. But, you know, I'm going to do a show. I want to point out to y'all what in the Bible is God and what is not God. And I can promise you that it'll be 80, possibly to 90%. Probably the only thing that may have something to do with God could be Psalms. But I've caught a couple of the things where I know it's a direct message from God and it's telling you that everything else is a lie. Like, that's why the Bible contradicts itself so much. It'll tell you that God will instruct you to kill somebody. You know, that's just like that God told that story of Abraham. But then it'll tell you that murder is one of the 7 deadly sins. Contradiction right there. Okay. So God does look at murder and rape and I don't even, you know what? They needed to put rape there. And you know why they're so upset about divine feminine power? The fact that women all over the globe have the power to change all of this. It's not about dominating a man, but it's about using your feminine powers to persuade him and to convince him of doing the right thing. That's what it's about. Okay. And if you're able to do that, they have a problem with you because you're being too powerful and you're messing up their ultimate diabolical plan to destroy the earth. I think it's ridiculous, guys. Okay. That, yeah, they're going to have to stand up. They're going to have to stand up. And I wouldn't suggest anybody to get that corona vaccine. And I'm going to say that in closing. I will see y'all later. Peace and love. I'll be back a little bit later from my computer. It might be funner to do a watch with me. Because to be honest with you, Spirit is telling me that they already got it. They already got this. They like, we got this. You ain't got to keep talking about it. You done already told them. You done already told them. Yes, try Diddy. Yes. They like, you ain't got to repeat yourself over and over again. They going to find out the hard way. Okay. And that's the dark goddess, because the dark goddess is not destroying the earth. Why would she destroy her own home? Think about it. Why would a dark goddess of this earth decide, I want to ruin, I just want to destroy the earth and people want it? No. Okay. So maybe I'll come back and talk to you guys more about these interdimensionals. Maybe we'll do some sky watching. We ain't did that in a while. I think we need to do that because I was gonna do readings, just like random chat readings. Um, but I'm gonna see because there was actually this website that I had found where you could do sky watching, but I can't seem to find it when I Google it. There's of course the conservatories that they have, and you can see a lot on them. You can see a lot. You can just judge by the energy what's happening in that area. So I'm gonna think about what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go grab me a bite to eat, but I know that it's something that we need to work on. And so anyway, I kind of got off the subject. I don't know how I got off the subject. For people that are wondering, why am I up at 5 and 6 and 7 o'clock? Because I have a different sleep schedule right now. I have a vampire sleep schedule. Why? Because I am being vigilant. We have to be protected from these negative entities. So that's why spirits have us. I don't know about anybody else. People that are going to bed at 10 o'clock, it's nothing wrong with that. But for some reason, for me, even Jacob is going to go to sleep here soon. So for me personally, I and my son, we have been up and I stay up later than my oldest son because there's a reason. So they'll be like, oh, I'm over here sleeping. That's because you don't have the same deal that I got going on over here. That's why that's because you're not on the same page as me. And so they like, oh, she up all night, she worrying. No, I sleep. My sleep, I'm up during the night. Maybe it's because I'm supposed to be helping people over on the East Coast right now. There's a lot going on over there in California that we need to pay attention to. So maybe that's why spirits have me. And then also there's clients that I have that are over in other countries. Okay. So, and so maybe that's why. Why do you care? So these people, and another reason could be is that maybe spirits are scheduling me to go live when these people are asleep. Maybe that's why. And they harass me. Now, guys, you know that I took Google Voice off of the phone. If you guys need to reach me for any questions, you can contact me at Queen Jamila 941 at gmail.com. Or you can text me at my number. But I'm not getting direct phone calls through my phone anymore. Okay, I had to cut off the direct connection line like that because people were taking advantage of it. So, and it's probably that maybe I'm in a different reality or dimension that some of these people are in, and maybe spirits just don't want them watching me. But I've been working the graveyard shift. Okay. And there's a reason. And no, it doesn't, try Diddy. It doesn't. And so, and we could, like, I could go on and on about this for another hour. Uh, you know what I'm saying? But we'll talk about it in a minute. I'll come back. Okay. All right, y'all. See y'all later. Peace and love.